All right, this is video number 3 for senior internship. I'm currently at Denver Christian School under Coach Shane Miller. The past 2 weeks have definitely been my favorite thus far since being at Denver Christian, and I think Tiago would agree with me as well. So getting right into it, just for some learning experiences. Learning experience number 1 is we implemented a new practice so that we are using whiteboards now in the gym. So what the kids will do is we use our Train Heroic app, and what they will do is they will write their previous workout on the board and then what their lifts are planning to be for this particular lifting session. So say we are doing a max effort bench day. Say they hit 200 pounds last week. They're aiming for 205 this week. But what I'm able to do at this point, since we have the whiteboards, is I'm able to use the flex sensors and see their bar velocity. So if they're above the range, I can be like, hey, maybe you should add 5 pounds here. Or if they're below the range, be like, okay, let's try to move the weight faster. So just being able to be more hands-on and cue them a little bit better and start building relationships with the students that way too. Number 2 is we actually got to do some max testing, which was really, really fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see any of the barbell maxing, but I believe Coach Shane told me he runs a 3-rep max system, so we're not up there squatting 1 rep. It's just 3-rep max. But I did get to have a lot of hands-on experience with the agility measures. So I ran all the L drill, I ran the pro agility, I ran the broad jump, the 10-yard dash, the triple response, and the vertical jump. So getting hands-on experience, 1, knowing how to set up those drills, but 2, really getting hands-on experience with his equipment and, thus far doing that. So, and then learning experience number 3 is programming. So we actually just finished our training block at DC. So we had a few days in between where we did a little bit of hypertrophy work. And then Tiago, Shane, and I all programmed together. So it made it a little bit interesting because he has a lot of influence from his past jobs. So a lot of his philosophies carry over from Nebraska because he was a GA there. So he is a really big advocate of Husker Power. So it's like a speed, power, strength, agility split, 4 days training a week. He also has some CrossFit influence because I believe he was a CrossFit coach at some point as well. So some of his programming is biased toward a little bit of CrossFit. But then overall periodization, it's very difficult to periodize there because he works with high school and middle school athletes and they play sports across the board. So, I mean, you can't really periodize for one individual sport when you have sports in the winter, sports in the fall. So, I mean, the periodization is the thing that I'm still, wishing that there was a little bit more structure on because you can't really. But other than that, it's been really, really beneficial. So, just keep grinding the CS book, keep learning under Shane, and feeling very, very good with where we are.